And so, like,
Oh, donation!
Jesse calls for the little woodland critters, yodelay hee hoo, tells them to go tell Woody, and Woody gets on Bullseye, jumps over this giant canyon, and the narrator's like, well, Woody and Bullseye make it in time. Join
Find
next
out
time.
next episode. And then Woody's all right, next tape. And they just turn it off. What happens next? Come on, let's see the next episode.
And
That's it.
The
What?
show was canceled after
Canceled after that. But what about the cute little critters in the gold mine? It was a great show. Why cancel it? 2 words. Sputnik. Once the astronauts went up, children only want to play with space toys. I know what that feels like.
Yeah, Woody knows exactly what that's like.
And we know what it's like when our favorite shows get canceled, because it's happened to us.
Yep. So Woody's just kind of like palling around with them and checking out the cool merchandise, including a record player. Which, now that you say that he's from the 50s, that makes sense now that when he says, I haven't seen one of these in ages.
My dad told me the same thing when I asked for a record player for Christmas a few years ago. He says, remember in Toy Story 2, Woody said he hadn't seen one of those in ages? I mean, I got one. But...
I mean, they're making a comeback now, but Jesse, Bullseye, and Woody are on the record player messing around with it, and Prospector says, now it's off to the museum. And Woody's like, museum?
Museum? Say what?
That's when he figures out that Al's going to sell him to a toy museum in Tokyo.
That's in Japan. Japan? No. I can't go to Japan. What do you mean? I have to go get home my I have to get home my owner, Andy. Hey, look, see? He still has an owner. And that's when we find out that Jesse has claustrophobia and or PTSD from being in storage for so long.
Or both. And the museum's only interested in the whole collection if Woody's a part of it. And
so
this is the only Woody they found so far.
Yep. And then Jesse gets kind of pissy, which is kind of understandable, but we're all kind of on Woody's side here because we want to see him get back with Andy, so it's kind of like a tense moment in the film.
Right. And when Al starts coming back upstairs, he's like, Jesse, I promise you will come out of the box. And
yeah.
Al gets ready to set them up for a photo.
It's showtime!
Pulls Woody out of the glass case, and we see
carelessly.
We see it. We see the loose thread, and we hear the thunk, and we see Woody pulled a Darth Vader.
A Luke Skywalker.
A Vader, because he lost his whole arm.
Yeah, but it's not Woody's fault. It's Al's fault. So Al pulled the Darth Vader.
Mm. So
anyway,
yeah, his whole arm.
He's freaking like, where's his arm? No. And he calls some guy, and he's like, you gotta come. Okay, first thing tomorrow.
Yeah, and Woody's freaking out. My arm is completely gone.
The Predator's like, let me see. Aw, it's a pop seam, easily repairable. You can use yourself lucky. Lucky? Are you shrink wrapped? Are you missing my arm? Jesse gives him some sass.
Yeah.
Because she's still a little pissy.
Yeah, pissy. And I think later that night, when Al's asleep, Woody tries to sneak the arm away and leave. And Bullseye comes out and he's like trying to help him, and then he starts licking his fingers.
Stop it!
And then Al burps in Woody's face. And then, as he's about to grab the arm and leave, somehow the TV gets turned on and Woody's Roundup. Al wakes up, puts Woody back in the case.
Did you hear what he said?
Yeah, no, officer. Yeah, I know, that's weird. But it's like he's like, where's the remote? Where's the remote? And he sees it's right in front of Jesse's case.
Jesse's little case.
Yeah, and then when he leaves,
what is your problem? Look, he doesn't do me like that. What, you think I did that? Oh yeah, sure. The remote TV magically turned on, the remote magically ended up in front of you. Are you calling me a liar? Well, if the boot fits, say that again. If the boot fits. Okay, cowboy.
This is what I'm wondering. Not to ruin it just in case, but how did she not see what really happened if it was right in front of her?
That is an excellent question.
You think she could have been like, no, it was him, you know?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, spoiler alert, Prospector did it.
Yeah, because he's an asshole.
Right.
Theory, I could be wrong, but what if when the toys go frozen, they legitly go, like, frozen, like, inanimate, like, go inanimate?
Like, they don't see anything, they don't hear anything, all that stuff?
Yeah.
Well, that wouldn't make sense because she really she registered that happened.
True.
I don't know, man, but Anyway.
Plot hole.
Right.
They get into a fight.
Crossbucker breaks him up, and he's like, the guy will come, fix your arm. He's like, then I'm
out of here.
Pulls
a sad face.
Bullseye.
Bullseye. He just met his best buddy.
And then the toys who are looking for Woody are outside, just outside Al's toy barn, but they got to cross the street. Oh well, we tried.
We'll have to cross. Turn me into a mashed potato. I may not be a smart dog, but I know what roadkill is.
Rest in peace, Jim Varney.
Mm-hmm.
So they use the traffic cones to cross, but that ends up
causing a huge traffic accident. Holy shit.
Because if you're a driver and you see cones in the middle of the street, you think, oh, detour. And that causes a big old truck to drop this
giant thing, like cinder.
Like a cylindrical thing, yeah. And it's about to crush Potato Head because
his shoe stuck in gum, which is weird because my potato heads that I've always had, both feet are one piece.
Yeah, me too. Weird. But they make it across the street perfectly safe, and Buzz they're walking towards Al's toy barn, and they're like, we're that much closer to Woody, not realizing he's not there at all.
Yep, then the cleaner comes.
Decides to clean up Woody. Fix him up pretty nice. Makes him look just like new.
Yep. He covers the Andy, but...
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. I forgot about that. But I like what he said. He's for display.
Display only. Handle him too much, he's not gonna last.
And then the...
Freaking Al just checks him.
Seriously. And then the toys end up in Al's toy barn looking for Woody, and Rex finds a strategy guide on the video game he was playing. That's basically what it is, the strategy guide.
And he basically uses like the Holy Bible.
Buzz finds a Buzz aisle.
He sees a Buzz with a utility belt, and he goes, I could use one of those.
And he tries to snatch it, but that Buzz comes alive, and you know the drill. He thinks he's a real space ranger.
I think that's funny how he goes, oh no.
Tell me I wasn't this ludicrous.
Yeah. No, that talk. I have a laser, and I wield you. You mean a laser that's a light bulb? I don't have time for this. Okay, what I think is funny is when they're fighting, Belt Buzz throws our Buzz into one of those
pin things, yeah.
And it looks like, well, at least it looked like to me like he was frozen in carbonite.
Oh, it does look like that, doesn't it? Another Star Wars reference.
Yep. And then the other guys are riding in the car. They go past the Barbie aisle. You see a bunch of Barbies at a pool party, and their jaws just drop.
Yeah, all of a sudden they're in heaven. And then the tour guide Barbie joins them and is like, I'll help you find what you're looking for. And Mr. Potato Head's like, I'm a married spud.
Married spud. Make way for the single fellas.
Ham.
Ham's really a cochino, which in Spanish means pig, but it also could mean, slut, playa, whatever.
Funny. And then, Rex makes the car go out of control because he's like, hey, look, it says how you defeat Sir.
Look at this!
And when they tailspin out of control, he loses the book. No, come back! No!
That's what's the car! And then, Jurassic Park reference. Dinosaur aboard!
Yeah, totally. And Belt Buzz puts away our Buzz in one of those containers and puts him away. And the other toys think that's the same Buzz.
Yeah. Hey, where'd you get the cool Belt Buzz? Well, Slide picked our standard issue.
You'd think anything he said would give it away. They were just down a Buzz aisle. No hints. And our Buzz is like, no, guys, you got the wrong Buzz.
Of course, they can't hear him because he's in a freaking box.
Right. Meanwhile, Al's, he's taking pictures. He's like, it's like printing my own money. Yeah, what a
Yeah, Al's pretty freaking crooked.
Mm-hmm.
And I like how when he's like, man, look at that. It's like I'm fresh out of the box. Look at this stitching. And he's having a hard time opening this. And he's kind of messing with Jessie. Hello. Hi. Hello.
And she's
and
like,
she
yeah,
just goes
off.
Go. Now she's pissy. And the prospector's all like, you know what? Maybe you should leave mad. Just go make amends.
Try to make amends with Jesse before you leave. He's like, all right, but I don't know what good it'll do.